With a population of over 1 million, Kathmandu, Nepal's enormous and sprawling capital, is and has been for many years the center of Nepal's history, art, culture, and economy. Revving cars and beeping motorbikes squeezing through the narrow streets, with a sight of temples, stupas, and artistic sculptures scattered around the town, Kathmandu indeed is a city of beautiful chaos. Yet within its fast-paced, chaotic, and frenetic atmosphere lies a simplicity of life in its local people. Kathmandu offers a magical mayhem with a spiritual side to it. Stay here for a couple of days and you'll experience the beauty of the city. In this list today, we are taking you to explore the top 10 most interesting things about Kathmandu, a city that's quite modern, yet drenched in its culture and values. Number 1. Its etymology. Let's start with the word Kathmandu. What does it really mean? The name Kathmandu comes from Kasta Mandap temple that stood in Durbar Square. In Sanskrit, Kasta means wood and Mandap means pavilion. This public pavilion, also known as Marusata in Newari language, was rebuilt in 1596 in the period of King Lakshmi Narasimhamalla. The three-story structure was made entirely of wood and used no iron nails nor supports. According to legends, all the timber used to build the pagoda was obtained from a single tree. Unfortunately, the structure collapsed during a major earthquake on 25th of April 2015. Number 2. Its history. The ancient history of Kathmandu is described in its traditional myths and legends. According to Swayambhu Purana, present-day Kathmandu was once a huge and deep lake named Nagdaha, which was full of snakes. The lake was cut-drained by Bodhisattva Manjushri with his sword, and the water was evacuated out from there. He then established a city called Manjupatan and made Dharmakar the ruler of the valley land. After some time, a demon named Banasur closed the outlet, and the valley again turned into a lake. Then Lord Krishna came to Nepal, killed Banasur, and again drained out the water. He brought some Gopalas along with him and made Vuktaman the king of Nepal. Then came Litsavi era, and then Malla era, followed by the modern Saha rule. And the rest of what we know as Kathmandu today is the largest metropolitan city of the country. Number 3. Its climate. Kathmandu has one of the best climatic conditions in the world. Kathmandu is in the warm temperate zone where the climate is fairly temperate, atypical for the region. The city generally has a climate with warm days followed by cool nights and mornings. The temperature in the winter hardly goes below 3 degrees Celsius, while in the summer it hardly crosses 32 degrees. Rainfall is mostly monsoon-based, which lasts from June to August. Other than these 3 months, you can visit the city any time of the year you want. Number 4. Its economy. The location and terrain of Kathmandu have played a significant role in the development of a stable economy which spans millennia. The city is an ancient lake basin with fertile soil and flat terrain. This geography helps from a society based on agriculture. This, combined with its location between India and China, helped establish Kathmandu as an important trading center over the centuries. Today, the head offices of several national and international banks, the Chamber of Commerce, telecommunication companies, the Nepal Stock Exchange, and various other national and international organizations are in Kathmandu, which is why the city, at the moment, is the most important industrial and commercial center in Nepal. Number 5. Its architecture. The ancient trade route between India and Tibet that passed through Kathmandu enabled a fusion of artistic and architectural traditions from other cultures to be amalgamated with local art and architecture. The monuments of Kathmandu city have been influenced over the centuries by Hindu and Buddhist religious practices. The architectural treasure of the Kathmandu Valley has been categorized under the well-known 7 groups of heritage monuments and buildings. In 2006, UNESCO declared these 7 groups of monuments as World Heritage Site. These 7 monument zones include Durbar Squares of Hanumandoka, Patan, and Bhaktapur, Hindu temples of Pasupatinath and Changu Narayan, and the Buddhist stupas of Swayambhu and Bodhanath. Number 6. Its cuisines. The staple food of most people in Kathmandu is rice and lentil soup, generally served with vegetable curries and chutneys. Momo, on the other hand, a type of Nepali version of Tibetan dumpling, has become prominent in Nepal with many street vendors and restaurants selling it. It is one of the most popular fast foods in Kathmandu. Well, Kathmandu had only one Western-style restaurant in 1955, but today a large number of restaurants here cater to Nepalese, Tibetan, Chinese, and Indian cuisine in particular. Kathmandu has a larger population of tea drinkers than coffee drinkers. Tea is widely served but is extremely weak by Western standards. It is richer and contains tea leaves boiled with milk, sugar, and spices. Alcohol similarly is widely drunk, and there are numerous local variants of alcoholic beverages. Drinking and driving, however, is illegal, and authorities have a zero-tolerance policy. Number 7. Its festivals. Most of the fairs and festivals in Kathmandu originated in the Malla period or earlier. Traditionally, these festivals were celebrated by Newars. But in recent years, these festivals have found wider participation from other Kathmanduites as well. The festivities like Dasai, Tihar, Holi, Jani Purnima, Maghe Sankranti, Sivaratri, Kodijatra, Indrajatra, and many more are observed by all Hindu and Buddhist communities of Kathmandu with devotional fervor and enthusiasm. When you're in Kathmandu next time, don't forget to celebrate one of these festivals. Number 8. Its love for arts. Kathmandu Valley is described as an enormous treasure house of art and sculptures, which are made of wood, stone, and metal, and found in profusion in temples, shrines, stupas, and palaces. The art objects are also seen in street corners, lanes, private courtyards, and also in open ground. Most art is in the form of icons of gods and goddesses. Kathmandu Valley has had this art treasure for a very long time, but received worldwide recognition only after the country opened to the outside world in 1950. Number 9. Its museums. Kathmandu is home to a number of museums and art galleries, including the National Museum and the Natural History Museum. Nepal's art and architecture is an amalgamation of two ancient religions, Hinduism and Buddhism. This amalgamation is also reflected in the planning and exhibitions in museums and art galleries throughout Kathmandu and its sister cities of Patan and Bhaktapur. The museums display unique artifacts and paintings from 5th century CE to the present day, including archaeological exportations. Number 10. The Durbar Squares. The literal meaning of Durbar Square is a palace of palaces. There are 3 preserved Durbar Squares in Kathmandu Valley and 1 unpreserved in Kirtipur. The Durbar Square of Kathmandu is in the old city and has heritage buildings representing 4 kingdoms: Kantipur, Lalitpur, Bhaktapur, and Kirtipur. The complex has 50 temples and is distributed in 2 quadrangles of the Durbar Square. The outer quadrangle has the Kathmandu, Kumarighar, and the Shiva Parvati temple, and the inner quadrangle has the Hanumandoka palace. The squares unfortunately were severely damaged in the April 2015 earthquake. Alright, those were the top 10 most interesting things about the Kathmandu city. What among these things were you totally unaware of? And do you have any plans to visit the city anytime soon? Let us know in the comments. Give it a thumbs up if you liked the video. For more information like this, click on our channel and don't forget to subscribe. See you guys in the next video.